The video shows a woman holding a small child making racist slurs in reference to another child. I called the kid out for what he was, end quote. The NAACP goes on to say, quote, let's turn outrage into impact. Stand with us. Stand for this child. Justice must be served.
Hi, I'm Jessie Allison, host of Midwest Access. Every day on our show, it is my goal to connect you with people, with resources, with organizations that will enrich your life and strengthen our community. I think to connect with someone, you have to know what it's like to be in their shoes. And today I've invited Shaletta of Shaletta Makes Me Laugh. She is a media genius working with Fortune 500 companies all over the nation. She's a Black entrepreneur and a Black mother of 4 Black children. And her and I are gonna have a very honest and difficult conversation about what it's like to be a parent of Black children in 2025, right here in Minnesota. And today I am talking with the beautiful Shaletta. And Shaletta, thank you so much for reaching out after we had that terrible incident a few weeks ago that, unfortunately happens more often than gets recorded. But we were all made aware of that situation that happened in the park where this little boy is being called racial slurs by a white mom with her kid in tow. I think we all obviously were like, how is this happening still? Isn't it 2025? And you and I visited a little bit, and there is just a difference in parenting. And I think the more that we can understand where somebody else is coming from and where kind of what you have to deal with on a daily basis that we know nothing about, the more we can hopefully change this. So you were so kind to be willing to talk about this with me and talking about how Black moms of Black kids have to be not only guardians but guards of their
Yeah.
children. And that is honestly something I haven't had to deal with and don't understand. So thank you for being willing to explain it to me.
Well, I want to thank you for being friends now. And here's the thing that I understand is that, after George Floyd died, we just remembered the 5th anniversary of his murder here in Minneapolis. I'm in Cottage Grove, right outside of the Twin Cities. And people were asking me 5 years ago after he died, all my white friends, what can I do? White people were knocking on my door, my neighbors, what can I do? How can I make a difference? And, I prayed about it, and the Lord led me to tell them this: get yourself a Black friend. And that sounds kind of different. Like they were expecting me, I could see kind of the letdown of some of the people who came to me,
Sure.
my neighbors, people in community, people at my job, people that I do business with because I'm a business owner as well. They were like, what can I do? They were waiting to write a check. They wanted to, go and volunteer somewhere. And I gave them a really hard assignment. Everybody got the same assignment, even the rich people that I wanted to send checks somewhere. I said, get yourself a Black friend.
Mhm.
Because when you have a Black friend, then you understand situations like what happened at the Rochester Park. It is not unfamiliar to you. So I'm glad that we're friends now. And
Me
I'm
too.
glad that people are just like a fly on the wall right now as they're watching this, because 2 friends are about to talk about something that they typically talk about in their living room or on the phone or over coffee at Caribou or, any number of places, in the car, heading to the soccer game. When you have a Black friend, you understand the intricacies of being an African American person in America. You understand some of the struggles that parents face, some of the issues that our children have to deal with, and one of those is as a Black mother, we have to parent differently. My children don't know the freedom of just getting on their bikes and going to the lake to go fishing. Right. Their father and I, one of us has to be present whenever they go somewhere. Because as 12, 11, and 10-year-old children, young babies, they don't have the discerning wisdom to know if someone means them harm. They may just be looking in the wrong direction at just the right time at the wrong person, or accidentally pick up a t-shirt that belonged to somebody else, or think they see a friend and tap somebody on the back, and all of a sudden they are a threat. All of a sudden they are in trouble. All of a sudden they are dead. Change is not something that is a light switch. It doesn't just flip on and stay on. It starts with planting seeds. And this entire episode, this entire conversation is a seed that we're planting into the hearts. If you don't stop crying, you're gonna make me cuss on TV. If you don't stop all that crying, woman,
All right.